Atlanta, it's WICR. This is the all-new WICR.
Welcome back to Today with Matt and Dave. I'm Matt Ricker.
And I'm Dave Horvath.
And now we just finished a segment on post-election coverage, and now we'll head over to Dave with some sports.
Some fun stuff. Some less aggressive stuff now.
On a more positive, much more positive note.
Well, yeah, of course, you got to be positive when Ionas win games, right? So we're going to start off with water polo. So the men's water polo had last week a couple games. They played against number 12 Brown. They lost 15-5, so that stinks. But then they lost to MIT 12-8, which also kind of stinks. And then they also lost to Harvard 17-7, which also kind of stinks. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Water polo has struggled this weekend.
Yeah.
They played against number 10, number 12 team in the nation, so it's like
Right.
They lost, but it was like, okay, we lost to two top 15 teams. And they lost to MIT, but it's all okay. It's all okay. They'll survive. We will survive. Moving on to volleyball. Volleyball lost on Saturday 3-0 against Siena, and then on Sunday lost 3-0 against Marist. But they did redeem themselves. They did win 3-0 against St. Peter's last night, so good job there, ending strong. Now that was really it for all the major sports. Then no offense, I'm gonna do rowing right now. So rowing people, sorry, didn't mean to take a shot at you like that. But all the big sports. Now moving on to rowing. Last week, rowing hosted the 2016 Fall Mets on Saturday, November 5th at Orchard Beach Lagoon. Participating colleges were Fairfield University, Fordham University, Iona College, Marist College, Sarah Lawrence College, Sacred Heart University, Stevens Institute of Technology, Stony Brook University, and University of Connecticut for the men's team. Race was 2,000 meters long, and it was a pretty nice day out. Wasn't horrible. The first event was the men's novice 8, the Richard Tracy Memorial Cup in Flight 1, Iona A, Christopher Capozzola, Stephen Quiros, Timothy Stonebridge, Michael Pellegrino, Charles Dora, Justin Brownell, Matt Liberata, Brandon Wheaton, and Killian finished third with a time of 7:06.4. Winning time was 6:21.6 set by Marist. And Flight 2, Iona B, was led by Taylor Chappelle, Cody Wright, Eric Berger, Thomas Holman, Kevin Murray, Rocco Borghetti, Query Trinfell, Jose Diaz, and Tian Nigel finished second with a time of 8:24.1. UConn's B team won 7:41.8. Second event was the women's novice 4. Iona came in fourth on that, led by James Stopout, Emily Slomos, Bailey Cross, Lindsay Lee, and Adriana Slohu finished fourth with a time of 10:02.5. Ford May won the time of 8:07.8. Iona's Flight 2B was led by Elise Tarrant, Gilda Moreta, Alicia Sandoval, and Desiree Olveras, and Catherine Kenny. They finished fifth with a time of 11:20, and the winning time was 8:30, set by Ford and B. Moving on to men's varsity 8. Then the Flight 1 placed time of 5th with a time of 6:44. They ended up losing to Marist. That was the winning team with 6:11.5. And the Memorial Cup for the women's varsity 4, that was also known as the Helen Long Memorial Cup. That team placed fourth with a time of 8:18.7, while Fordham won the event at 7:41.5. The men's novice team, known as the Tim Petro Memorial Cup, Flight 1, came in with the time of 4th and 7:56.6. Winning time with Marist with 7:03.3. Flight 2 came in 4th also with 11:24.7, where Marist B team came in first with a time of 7:13.9. The women's in the women's novice 8 event in Flight 1, Iona's A team came in 3rd with a time of 8:28.7, where Marist won with 7:34.4, and Iona's Flight 2, their B came in 2nd with a time of 8:57.8, while Sacred Heart's B won. The winning time was 8:41.6. And finally, I know it's a lot. Finally, Iona's final event of the day, men's varsity 4, the Martin Maruno Memorial Cup. Iona had 2 entries. In Flight 1A, came in 4th place with a time of 7:23-1. The winning time was held by Marist. Again, Marist seemed to want everything. But Marist of 7:23-1. And then in Flight 2, the team came in fifth with a time of 7:43-6 when Marist won again with a time of 7:17-1. Now, the Islanders men in women's rowing team will be back on the water to compete in 2017 spring season. So that was all what happened. Now here's some upcoming. Got some awesome stuff coming. Obviously, cross country has their NCAA Northeast Regional Championship. Looking to win that after losing the last couple years. That will be tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. I keep forgetting today's Thursday. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. for the men and 11:45 for the women. Good luck to them. Swimming and diving have a few events. We got swimming and diving will be all on in West Long Branch, New Jersey tomorrow against Monmouth at 5 p.m. start time. And then on Saturday, 1 o'clock start time, they'll be playing against Providence. So come through for that. Volleyball has a couple games this weekend up in the middle, actually up home. I don't know why I was going to say up in the middle of nowhere. Mistake there. They'll be against Canisius on Saturday, the 12th at 1, and against Niagara on Sunday, the 13th at 1. So good luck for them. Now we have bigger news. No offense to all your fall sports, but we got winter sports coming in. Basketball. Yeah. Matt's favorite thing in the world. Basketball will be home women tomorrow night, 7 o'clock start time. Come through. First game of the year. Defending MAC championship, Lady Gales. Let's go. I'm excited. I'm going. You better go. Everyone better go. There'll be a million people there. That's unrealistic, but let's have 3,000 people there.
Also, it is Military Appreciation Day.
It is, Matt. Great
for veterans.
Thank you. Great job there. It's 1 o'clock. 1 o'clock. 7 o'clock. Wow. I'm about to tell everyone, everyone's gonna show up at the wrong time because of me. Come support your Lady Gales. It's gonna be exciting. It's always good getting against Stony Brook. And then next Wednesday. Less exciting, but still, it's another game for the women's basketball team. They'll be playing against St. Joseph's, 7 o'clock start time. Go to that. That's on a Wednesday. It's after a Tuesday schedule. After a Tuesday, which says a Friday schedule. So, throwing out words right now, but just goofing around, just having a good time, people. But, yeah, definitely support your basketball. Men will be home in December. Doesn't matter. Men are playing at Florida State over the weekend. Well, they'll be traveling all over the place, but they will be.
So men don't play here until December.
December 4th.
Wow.
Sunday, December 4th. I think it's gonna be.
So it's next weekend that the season officially kicks off, but not here.
No, it kicks off. The men start away. They play a bunch. They're in a tournament over Thanksgiving, and they're at the Greater Alaska tournament, or the Great Alaska tournament.
No, I thought it was November 18th that the men play.
Against Florida State?
No. I don't know who they're playing, but I thought it was November.
Maybe it's the 18th for the men. I can't remember the date.
Yeah,
I didn't write it down because they're not home until December 4th. I tell you, that's their first home game, December 4th. Come to that. Definitely exciting. Sunday afternoon. No one's doing anything. Maybe some homework, but it's also right before finals. So definitely just it's a nice relaxation way before you have to go study for your finals.
Not looking forward to those.
It's all good. We'll survive. Now we're going to go over to the Billboard Top 10. Hey, funny thing, before I go up for that, Matt did finally hear Broccoli.
And I wasn't too crazy. I'm kidding.
No, Matt was like, it's okay. But we're going to start with top 10 first. When we get to Broccoli, we'll talk about that in a sec. Number 10, I Hate You, I Love You by Nash, featuring Olivia O'Brien. Number 9, Juju on That Beat. By TZ, and the TZ Anthem by Zay Hilfiger and Zayon McCall. Number 8, Cold Water, Major Lazer featuring Justin Bieber and M.O. Number 7, Side to Side, Ariana Grande featuring Nicki Minaj. Number 6, 24K Magic, Bruno Mars. Number 5, Broccoli by Dram featuring Lil Yachty. How'd you like it?
I thought it was good. I am going to download it because it has a nice melody.
Has a nice melody to it,
and tune to it.
And everyone wants to just smoke my broccoli. Number 4, Let Me Love You, DJ Snake featuring Justin Bieber. Number 3, Heathens, 21 Pilots. Number 2, Starboy Weekend featuring Daft Punk. And number 1, Closer, Chainsmokers featuring Halsey. Number 1 song of this week of last year, Matt. Please don't say All About That Bass, because it's not all about that bass.
No, that was earlier this year, I think. Let's see.
It's by who?
The Weeknd.
Yes. What song though?
Can't Feel My Face.
No, it's not. It's the other song by The Weeknd.
I don't know.
The Hills. The Hills.
Oh, shoot.
You were close, you were
I
close.
knew it was something like
Oh.
that.
Sorry about that, Peep. It's all good. It's all good. And we're gonna end up now with the box office. Good, strong weekend. Very, very explodingly strong weekend.
I did not to cut you off. I did see Hacksaw Ridge. I meant to tell
You
you.
did see Hacksaw Ridge? How was it?
Yeah, I thought it was phenomenal, and it's not based on a true story. It is a true story.
Wouldn't that be based on a true story?
No, but it's
What's the difference?
it's like it's more true, I'd say.
It's more true than falsified, but no, yeah, it is a true story.
No, but it was phenomenal, great acting.
Mel Gibson did a good job directing.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that movie actually. So we're gonna start off. Number 5 was Inferno, 58% drop. So it's done there. It made 6.1 million, and it's made so far 25 million on a $75 million budget. It has made more than I expected. I expected actually not to even reach 25 million, but I guess can't complain too much. Number 4, Boo, A Medea's Halloween, 55% drop. Made 7.7 million, $64 million so far in the bank for it. This is as of last weekend, by the way, people, not as of today. Number 3, Matt just mentioned Hacksaw Ridge, 15.1 million. Great opening for that. Honestly, they were hoping about 18 on the high end, but 15, solid opening. Gonna get a lot of Oscar buzz. I know they're talking about Andrew Garfield for Best Actor, Mel Gibson Best Director, maybe Best Picture, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the next. I've heard some speculation. It could be like Saving Private Ryan and win a bunch of awards at the Academies.
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah.
Number 2, Trolls, 46.5 million. Bigger opening than they expected. A lot better than they expected, actually. They were expecting about 38, so it broke 45 and made it 46. Really good start. On a $125 million budget, they're doing well. Number 1, movie I've heard people rave about. They said it's fantastic. It's the second highest opening ever for a single character's origin story in the Marvel Universe. Doctor Strange, $85 million openings. Bigger than they expected. They were hoping, they said, obviously there's a bunch of multipliers. It could be like Captain America, could be like Thor, could be like Iron Man. They thought a lot of different things. But it came in at $85 million on a $165 million budget. That movie's holding very well. Reviews are fantastic. It was holding a 92% Rotten Tomatoes rating at the weekend time. It may have dropped a little bit, but still, that's fantastic numbers. I mean, I will have to see it because I've seen all the other movies in the series, and I've heard Benedict Cumberbatch is great. I've heard Tilda Swinton is fantastic. They're all great. I mean, the movie's just one of the most liked Marvel movies. I've noticed there's been a trend of that with the later Marvel movies. They've got very, very high ratings on maybe not the Avengers so much. The last Avengers kind of faltered, but Captain America Civil War, Captain America, Winter Soldier, this movie now. I know Guardians of the Galaxy had a high number. It's interesting to see, really, how much longer will the superhero trend stay being the man? I mean, I know we mentioned a few weeks ago about Logan, the trailer for that, but people are still raving over that. Wait till trailer number 2 for that. But when it comes to some upcoming movies, got a few shows coming up, few movies. Actually got really, really interesting one to talk about last. First, Almost Christmas, 2,200 theaters. It's Walter, played by Danny Glover, is a retired automotive engineer who lost the love of his life 1 year earlier. Now that the holiday season is here, he invites his 4 grown children and the rest of the family to his house to celebrate tradition. Poor Walter knows that his daughter Rachel, played by Gabrielle Union, and Cheryl, played by Kimberly Elise, and sons Christian, played by Rami Malco, and Evan, played by Jesse T. Usher, can spend 5 days together under the same roof. It will truly be a Christmas miracle. So it's one of those, funny, loving family stories where, can everyone live together? It reminds me a lot of that movie that came out, and I'm blanking off the name of it, but you had the death of the father, and they all had to come there, and they all fought, and I can't think of the name of it for the love of my life, which I'm sorry, people. I really can't think of it. I'm blanking on my head.
Wait. So it's about a father who what?
Father dies, mom has all the kids show up, and they all fight and argue. Adam Driver's in it. I know that.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I think I know what you're talking about. But
it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we got Arrival, 2,200 theaters also. This was kind of, I feel like this was under the radar, honestly, kind of coming up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it'll be good. I don't. It's interesting. This is it. The linguistics professor Louise Banks, played by Amy Adams, leads an elite team of investigators when a humongous spaceships touch the ground in 12 locations around the world. As national teeter on the verge of global war, Banks and her crew must race against time to find a way to communicate with the extraterrestrial visitors. Hoping to unravel the mystery, she takes a chance that could threaten her life and quite possibly all of mankind. Interesting. They're like giant flying saucers, but they're like north and south instead of east and west when they fly. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe could do something. I'm kind of interested in it, but also kind of like confused. Now moving on to Shut In, 1,850 theaters. Mary, played by Naomi Watts, is a child psychologist who lives in isolation in New England in rural New England after the death of her husband in a horrific car accident. The tragedy also leaves her 18-year-old stepson Stephen, played by Charlie Heaton, in a bedridden, catatonic state, making him completely dependent on her. When one of Mary's young patients goes missing and is presumed dead, she becomes convinced that the boys, played by Jacob Tremblay, ghost is now haunting both her and Stephen. Actually, Jacob Tremblay, fun fact about him, he was nominated for a Oscar. Was he nominated? No, he was not nominated. He was in the movie Room that Brie Larson won. Not Brie Larson. That's not who it was.
I'm bad with with names.
I'm really horrible with names right now, people. I'm sorry, but that movie won Academy Award, and he's really been the hot topic of a lot of upcoming films. Jacob Tremblay, watch that name. Now the last one I'm going to mention. This is interesting. This is a book, very interesting book. I actually read a synopsis of the book, and I was like, wow, okay, this is interesting. This is actually called Bill Lynn's Long Halftime Walk. It's playing in 2 locations, New York and LA to start. Really interesting. Ang Lee is directing it, so you know it's a director who's had experience making fantastic films, some not so good films. Cough, cough, The Fog, and cough, cough, Avatar: The Last Airbender. But he's made some good films, like The Sixth Sense and Life of Pi. But 19-year-old private Billy Lynn, played by Joe Alwyn, along with his fellow soldiers in Bravo Squad, become a hero after a harrowing Iraqi battle and is brought home temporarily for a victory tour. Through flashbacks culminating in a spectacular halftime show of the Thanksgiving Day football game, what really happened to the squad is revealed, contrasting the realities of war with Americans' perception. It's based on the novel by Ben Fountain. I will tell you right now, watching it, it looks really cool. I have to say, it looks really interesting. I am definitely going to want to see it when it comes to more when it expands across the country, because it just sounds interesting.
Is there? Do you have any idea when it will expand? Or?
No, they're gonna wait and see how these 4 theaters do, and they'll kind of tell their time. But the movie is
it should spread. I mean,
it's what it is. It's the halftime show. They're being honored because they risk their lives, and the whole movie is told on flashbacks during that halftime show, and it's all about do people really know what went on? And it's like you're getting told through his mind what he experienced, while being called the hero, and it goes back and forth between Iraq and the halftime show at the Dallas Cowboys. So I'm interested in that. Could be really something that could surprise people. It's more interesting. It's a great story. But that's all I got today, Matt. I mean, it's just about time to wrap up.
Yeah, the hour just flew by, but yeah, no. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday afternoon after Election Day. Next week it'll be a lot more soft news, I believe.
Hopefully, we'll still be here, people.
Yeah. So take care. Enjoy the 3-day weekend.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Especially in a major city. If you live in a major city, we have New York here, but please be safe. And
please just keep calm. There's a lot of hate out there, and we
need to work towards the love, because this is not something that the leaders of the world, leaders of the country want.
Yeah.
We need to stop with this hate. We need to come together. And if you want to fix the country, we have to be together, because we don't fix the country. If we don't fix the way we are, we'll never go back to. We'll never
Yeah.
become one.
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us. And for now, I'm Matt Ricker.
And I'm Dave Horvath.
And we'll see you next week.
Adios. Stay safe.